Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is September 9th, and our reading is Not the Answer. The answer to problems arising from false evidence appearing real is not more false evidence. We may believe that having a beard, a cute little black dress, new shoes, or a Porsche will be the answer to all our problems, but that won't make it so. The Buddha taught us to accept the world the way it is. That includes accepting ourselves and not believing some person, place, or magical thing is going to rescue us. It's also not true that the world's problems will be solved now that we've arrived on the scene. We don't want to commit sociology, much less psychology, but walk with us. A categorical statement like X is the answer to all my problems is as false as the narcissistic "we're the ones Y has been waiting for." Whether we are pining for Prince Charming or think we're God's gift, we are deluding ourselves. This is the world we live in. Accept it and move on. There are just a lot of delusions and illusions running around on this plane of existence. And the answer to our problems doesn't come from either false evidence appearing real or more false evidence piled higher and deeper. We need to be careful about believing our own propaganda. I mean, even crack dealers know that you don't use your own product, for crying out loud. We can do better than that, can't we? But unfortunately, we've got whole swaths of the populace these days in the world who go around believing absolute nonsense. And not only is it false evidence, it's not even barely believable. It's just a lot of wishful thinking and mumbo jumbo. We need to get a, a realistic view of where we're at. If we want to move from point A to point B, we've got to have at least a wild ass guess where point A is. And that's the whole purpose of taking personal inventory and examining our resentments and our fears and the harms that we've done to other people and figuring out who we are so that we can figure out who we'd like to be going forward. Right effort, which is our theme this month, means embracing a standard of objective truth. It's not about we get to make up whatever we think it should be or what we hope it would be or what we imagine would be the best thing. We don't get to do that. We have to accept life on life's terms. And this comes into play with meditation. We have to go to a place that is a reasonable place to meditate. And it also applies to other areas of our lives. If we're in relationships where our position is meet my emotional needs and solve all my problems and maybe I won't abandon you, that's a nightmare. That's not a relationship. That's horrible. There's a difference between transactional love and codependency and compassion and a recognition, mutual recognition and acceptance of the divine spark within our beloved. Of course, that's just our opinion. So happy trails to you until we meet again.